We are at 4443 Callada Pl in Tarzana, California, performing a video sewer inspection. We are now in the city lateral. We're in the city sewer. Right here is the connection from the house to the city sewer, where we're at, out 53 feet. Got a little bit of an offset there at the saddle. As you can see here, you see the face of the pipe. We've got a small offset right there at the saddle, but at this point it can still be lined. As we pull back, you'll see that we have other separated joints and broken joints, and we actually have a piece missing out of the sewer. Right here you have another separated joint holding water back about 3 feet, 4 feet from the city sewer. And I ran a cable the other day and cut out all the roots, and I cleared the line. We have another separated joint, an offset joint right here at 46 feet. That joint is offset too the other way. It's dropped down a little bit instead of the opposite way, where you can see at the top of the screen, you see the face of the pipe at the top. So that piece is dropping downward. That piece right there is chipped a little bit, but not bad. That joint's fairly decent still. This is out in the street right now. This section right here has a pretty good offset and separation. There's about an inch gap in that piece of pipe. This one right here, as you can see, this is where I got stuck the other day. The whole piece of pipe is missing off to this left corner. See where it's broken out, and the roots were growing in very, very heavy, and that's where I probably popped the stoppage open primarily. There's a good sized chunk of 6-inch lateral that is actually missing, and that we're out at about 28 feet. And we have another separated joint right here, 24 feet. Now we're making a turn in 8th band. This piece of pipe right here, see where the whole face of the pipe is just separating. It's offset pretty bad right there. That's at about 22 feet. Pulling back up through the 8th band. This is at the 4 to 6 inch connection, which is good. We would have to dig it up here and just replace this one section of pipe because it's offset so much we couldn't even line through this. And then the remainder of the pipe we could line. We can install a 6-inch sewer liner. Now we're pulling back into ABS plastic piping from here back toward the house. And this line looks to be in pretty good condition. Now we're pulling back into the cast iron. The cast iron is kind of rough and has some deterioration up underneath the slab, but there's no root intrusions. You can see the bulges on the side. That's where the deterioration is and the buildup. But as far as we can see, there is no holes in the cast iron, no penetrations that we can see. There is some hairline roots you can see off here to the left. Right on the left of the screen, you see some very, very light hairline roots. Those are actually growing right through the pipe, and you can see a slight crack in the pipe. It's deteriorated. The piping is probably about 60, 70 years old, I would imagine, and it's just deteriorated. And now we're pulling back up the vent where we ran the camera through. And that concludes the video sewer inspection. At this point, what needs to be done is dig up the 4 to 6 inch connection and replace that one piece that's really offset and broken, and then go ahead and line the rest of the 6-inch pipe. Okay, we're now running through a clean out on the side of the house and just checking this line as well. And as you can see right here, there's a hole in the pipe, in the cast iron pipe. We're in underneath the slab. We're probably in about 14 feet from the wall. We've got about 3 foot hanging out from the camera to the wall. So we're underneath the slab, somewhere underneath the bathroom area, or probably in the master bedroom area, where this pipe ties into another pipe, and it's just got a hole in it. It's just completely deteriorated, rotted out. So we're going to pull this back. We need to have the homeowner here so we can actually get in, or the tenants, so that we can locate this area. This area will need to be fixed. Right now the water's seeping, but a lot of it's just going into the ground. Some of it's going into the pipe, but a lot's going into the ground. As you make that turn, you see at the bottom, it's just rotted out at the bottom of the turn. And the whole bottom of this pipe, you can see right now we're kind of upside down. This camera cannot run a very large camera, so we're upside down. You see how dark it is. The whole bottom of this pipe is completely gone. That's just dirt. You can see the line right where the water hits. There is no pipe right there. That's just all dirt. And you see rocks in the bottom underneath. The bottom of this pipe is just completely rotted out underneath the slab.